is why is marketing important for startup, especially when they are 1 or 2 years old? So I'll tell you why I have this question because startups, they generally depend on outbound when it comes to getting business, right? So, I mean, if I take myself as an example, I'm not a startup, but I'm starting a freelancing career. And I don't think marketing is important for me right now. For me, reaching out to people every day is important, and this is how I'll get my business, or I'm getting my business. Similarly, for startups, they generally start with outbound, um, and even if they have grown a little bit, they continue focusing on outbound, and they don't start marketing because it's a lot of resources and spending a lot of time for them. So they kind of avoid it. So why do you think it's important for startups to start marketing?
Yeah, so I'll start with the point that you mentioned, right? So usually when startups they start up, they start building the product, the services, their portfolio. Initially, how the growth journey happens is they either try to leverage their network to build some solid customer base, or they set up a 3 to 4 member SDR or BDR team to do active outbound marketing. So predominantly, these are the two ways in which startups grow in their initial phase, right? And a lot of these entrepreneurs have their own large entrepreneur network, and they help each other. Most of the times, what happens is that though you say that our product is like really unique and it comes with so and so features, most of the time there might not be too many differentiators between product A and product B, right? So it doesn't hurt a friend of yours to buy a product that you are selling which serves or solves a specific problem for them, and this is a give and take. And what happens, especially for startup, if it has some investor involvement, like a seed funding for example, they tap into their network as well, and there is this web of companies which end up buying from each other, and that becomes a good talking point for startups initially. And they also invest in outbound marketing, sometimes a bit of PR in the beginning, and that's what gives them the push in the initial 1 or 2 years. But what happens is once you cross that stage, right, you hit a dead end, or you reach a saturation point where you're not able to scale beyond a point. If at all you have to scale, you have to just keep hiring more and more people, more SDRs, more salespeople, which is really not a scalable model because it really depends on the time people spend on doing outreach, which is when startups have to really think about looking to marketing and building a marketing engine or function that can compound over time. And usually when a startup is into the first or second year of business, they would have figured out basic things like product market fit or service market fit, and they know what problems their product is actually solving. And that's absolutely the right time for a company to go ahead and do marketing aggressively, because then they know how to position their product among the hundreds of other alternatives out there, how to craft the perfect messaging or value proposition in a way that it hooks their prospects and customers, right? So for these 2 3 reasons, I think it's very important for startups which have been in business, let's say 1 or 2 years, to really think about or really be aggressive about marketing.
Right.